books in our career and 2 DVD series. They all have different content, and they're designed to help professionals and parents understand autism and the treatment of autism. Our first book was Work in Progress. We wrote that in 1999. It was half the book was devoted to working on behavior issues that parents and teachers encounter. So we talked about what do you do when a child's fussy, when they tantrum, when they don't listen, when they're inattentive. All kinds of behavior issues were contained in that book. We also addressed eating issues and toileting issues, self-stimulation. So half the manual was written for that, with again the intent that a parent could read that, a teacher could read that book and be able to be more effective with their children. And the other half of the book was devoted to language programs. So we looked at language from beginning programs to advanced programs, and that's contained in Work in Progress. After we wrote that book, we decided we need to write a book on how to implement the program in school systems. So we wrote A Time for School. We've done a great deal of work in schools, not only with children with autism. And back then, teachers weren't equipped at how to use AD in a classroom situation, so we thought that was an important book. Our third book, called It Has to Be Said, was a book to talk about the issues that occur in autism, the issues that occur in applied behavior analysis. From our viewpoint, there's a lot of misinformation about treatment, and we wanted to clarify that. So the book contained different chapters about controversy in autism, about the cause of autism. There's chapters about what do you do in terms of education. There's an awful lot of students are put in inclusive settings when they're not ready, so we wrote a chapter about that. We wrote a chapter about the different treatment options that parents experience and went through what they are and what's effective and what's not effective. So it was a whole book on philosophical issues in the treatment of autism. Our last book we wrote was Crafting Connections. It was to address the social issues that children face. All too often, there's not enough emphasis on dealing with social issues, and we feel that's absolutely critical because at the end of the day, it's about quality of life. And if children have social skills, they don't have meaningful friendships, so that book was designed to address that issue. More recently, we've had 2 series we've devoted time to, both DVD series. They're meant to accompany a work in progress and the programs we wrote in there, but to show DVDs to illustrate the actual treatment, and including updated programs. So both series are more recent art discoveries in the treatment of autism and having DVDs to support our programs.